আবার বাংলাদেশ আওয়ামী লীগের সেক্রেটারি আরো বড় মন্ত্রী থেকে বড় মানুষ আওয়ামী লীগের এখন
With the help of the Almighty, we are standing here across from the United Nations, the Friday before the high holiday before Rosh Hashanah, the end of the year, a time when the presidents and prime ministers are gathering here in the United Nations, each one espousing his ideals, his views, and taking their position in regard to other people. And here you have Netanyahu holding a speech right now in which he's trying to condone the slaughter of almost a whole year now of the people of Gaza and of 76 years of the oppression and occupation of Palestine, and now the incursion into Lebanon, where they slaughtered ruthlessly hundreds of people, and they're continuing on. And he is standing there, Netanyahu, this criminal, and he is claiming that it is justified, that it is godly, God gave him the land, and what they're doing is in the name of God, in the name of Jewish religion. God help us. This is a lie. This is criminal. This is Nakba. The Torah is clear in stating that Jews are forbidden since the destruction of the temple to make their own sovereignty. The Torah is clear that they are forbidden to occupy and to steal and to kill. The Torah is clear that Netanyahu and the Zionists and the state of Israel is a criminal entity. It is satanic. And because we are Jews, as my fellow Jews from Palestine, from Al-Quds, from Jerusalem, from around the world, invariably the very large religious communities are crying, screaming, and declaring to the world that the state of Israel is a fraud. It's not a Jewish state and have no right to speak in our name. And that the world leaders should demand an immediate cessation and end of the killing and the occupation in Gaza and all of Palestine. And of course, the end of the attack on Lebanon. Because that is true Torah and that is true justice. So we are pleading with the world leaders, do not be intimidated. It is not anti-Semitic to stand up to this criminal Netanyahu. On the contrary, Netanyahu, Zionism in the state of Israel is the anti-Semitic entity. They are the personification of anti-Semitism. They cause hate and a rift between Jews and Muslims. They have spilled blood of Palestinians and of Jews. And they are causing more Jewish bloodshed. It's never ending, God forbid. And people are hating Jews because of Zionism. Secondly, they, with their use of the term anti-Semitism, their vile false attacks on the ones who oppose them, when they declare they're anti-Semitic, they are making cheap, nullifying the word anti-Semitism, because when people who, God forbid, commits an anti-Semitic act, the world will just ignore it, because these criminals, the Zionists, when they do ruthless crimes in Gaza and Lebanon, so they saying it's anti-Semitism, and the world sees that's false, so they will think that words, any accusation of anti-Semitism is false. So the Zionists are the worst enemies of the Jews. The Zionists are the satanic movement that is causing Jews to be uprooted from their souls from God. We are pleading with the world, and we are pleading with the leaders here in the United Nations. Please do not forsake your obligation as a world leader. Stand up, speak up, and insist, just like apartheid ended, this must end. Yes, the United Nations allowed apartheid for tens of years, even though it was clearly criminal. The same is with this. Zionism is going on for 76 years, and it was ratified by the United Nations. But that does not in any way give legitimacy to this criminal occupation. Please, world leaders, stand up to the plate and let us end, God help, the occupation in its entirety. And of course, we should pray to God, because everything is in His hands, that He, with His compassion, to bring a speedy and peaceful end of the Zionist state of Israel, and that we should be able to coexist in harmony as we've had for so many hundreds of years, Jews and Arabs. And ultimately, may God reveal His glory throughout the world, where all humanity will recognize one God and serve Him in harmony. Amen.